From Zen Master Dogen. Truth is perfect and complete in itself. It is not something newly discovered, it has always existed. Truth is not far away, it is ever present. It is not something to be attained, since not one of your steps ever lead you away from where you are. Do not follow the ideas of others, but learn to listen to the voice within your own heart. Your body and mind will become still, and you will realize the unity with all things. To actualize the blessedness of meditation, simply sit with pure intention, an open heart, and determination. Sit in a comfortable way, hold your body erect. In your meditation, you yourself become the mirror, reflecting the solution of your problems. The human mind has absolute freedom as its true nature. You can attain this freedom intuitively. Do not work for the freedom, but rather allow the practice and the presence itself to lead you to this liberation. There are thousands upon thousands of students who practiced meditation and attained its fruits. Do not doubt the possibilities because of the simplicity of the method. If you cannot find the truth right where you are, where else do you expect to find it? Life is short. No one knows what the next moment will bring. Open your heart and mind while you have the opportunity, and thus you will gain the treasure of presence, of wisdom, and compassion, which you can share in abundance with all those you touch. So simple. It's strange, people look for the mystery in special states, or teachers who can levitate, or some phenomenal kind of inner experience like you get taking psychedelics or something. That must be the mystery. I don't know. Every day a new day appears. It troops out of emptiness, to use Rumi's phrase. The thoughts and the feelings come trooping out of nowhere and say, here I am, feel this, think that, imagine this. And then they disappear and more follow them. That's pretty weird, right? And there's the sky, and then the clouds come by, and then they disappear. And we eat. We open this hole at one end of this tube that we move around and stuff dead plants and animals in there, grind them up with the bones and swallow them with this water inside, cook the saliva and all of that. Ice cream sundaes, fresh asparagus, right? Lamb chops, no. Maybe. Who knows? Oh my God, the poor lamb. Oh, but it tastes so good, right? All this stuff, it's bizarre being alive. It's really amazing. And you're looking for a miracle, a mystery. It's phenomenal. My friend Roger Walsh, who is a psychiatrist and psychologist and philosopher and has written a lot of different books on spiritual practice and done years of it, once undertook to read the entire Encyclopedia of World Religion in order to understand spiritual life better. It's a little bit of a brain, poor Roger. But anyway. And so I asked him, what did he get from it in the end? And he said after he had read through all those volumes from Ahura Mazda to Zoroastrianism, right, and everything in between, and saw that there were hundreds of world religions, of Taoism and Confucianism and ancient Sumerian teachings and the Aztecs and the Mayans and on, the various African traditions. He said each one had millions of followers. Each one had a creation story and a story of good and evil and of humans' place in the world. And when you read one story after another, you realize that what they are is stories. And that they're stories that the human mind lays on top of this great mystery. They're kind of the story through which one was invited to be in the presence of the mystery of life. The word Buddha means one who is awake. And to awaken doesn't mean one solves the mystery. The mystery isn't some problem that you solve and get the right answer to. The mystery is an experience in this moment of life. So Buddha, I am awake. The word Buddha is really your own true nature, this possibility. And in awakening, we awaken to freedom. We awaken to love, mindfulness, and compassion. That's really all there is. As Zen Master Dogen said, do not put false heads above your own. That means, carrying everybody else's ideas instead of yours. Then moment after moment, watch your steps closely. That is all there is to Zen. No new ideas, be with the suchness of things, and be in their presence. So it's not about self-improvement. Oh, I've been coming to Spirit Rock for 6 months and I'm not improved from when I started. You might want to try self-improvement. You do better at the gym, I think, than here. The idea is not about changing oneself, but really about awakening. It's very simple, but not so easy, because we forget. Suzuki Roshi speaks about it. He says, after you've practiced for a while, you realize that it's not possible to make rapid, extraordinary progress. Even though you try hard, the progress you make is little by little. It's not like going out in a shower in which you know you're getting wet. In the fog, you do not know you're getting wet, but as you keep walking, you get wet little by little. If your mind has ideas of progress, you may say, oh, this pace is terrible. I keep getting lost. But actually it's not. For when you get wet in a fog, it is difficult to dry yourself. So there's no need to worry about progress. You cannot do it all of a sudden, but by repeating it over and over, by being present over and over, you master the way of freedom. In fact, it's best to say we do not even expect to make progress. Just to be sincere and present in each moment is enough. That simple. And there's a grace, a directness, a simplicity when one is with great teachers. Remember, my teacher 𝐼𝐚𝐲𝐬 used to say, when you do good, the results are good. So simple. If you want love, love the world. So simple. Somebody asked a teacher, is there anything I can do to make myself enlightened? And the teacher replied, as little as you can do to make the sun return. Then what's the use of all this hard spiritual practice in meditation? The teacher answered, to make sure you're not asleep when the sun rises. It's not what one says, but really what's in the heart. Chuang-Tzu said that a dog is not a good dog because he's a good barker, nor is a teacher a good teacher by what they say, right? It's really what's there and how deeply we're able to listen, how much we're able to take the gift of our own life in our own way and bring it alive. I'm an artist. When my second daughter was born, after a difficult labor, we had to have an emergency cesarean operation. We were quite worried. I was there at the hospital. I remember talking with the doctor about what I did for a living. The doctor confided in me, said, I wish I'd been a musician because I love to play concert piano. Later, After my wife had the delivery, the doctor came out with the good news that my wife was fine and I had a healthy, brand new baby girl. While we were standing there and I was receiving the good news, another doctor walked up to this physician who had just completed the cesarean surgery, delivered the child, and said, "Excuse me, doctor, I just want to tell you that you performed brilliantly in there and it was an honor to assist you." I turned to the doctor and said, "Now tell the truth. You've just brought a new life into the world and saved another life, and you've had one of your colleagues tell you it's an honor to be in your presence. For heaven's sake, can you honestly say you wish you'd been a musician?" The doctor grinned and nodded his head and said, "It went pretty well in there." We both laughed, and then the doctor said, "And I know exactly why, too, because this morning I got up early and for an hour I played Chopin at the piano." It's really an honor to live with the sensitivity that is your birthright. It's a responsibility and it's difficult because it makes us vulnerable when we feel things. And we see things that need to be tended to. And we need to respond if our heart is open. But we can do it. The capacity of the heart is vast enough to hold the whole wide world. And the invitation of spiritual practice is to trust that, to know that we can live in that simple reality and love and be present. And from that find our freedom. So I end with a little poem from Zen Master Dogen. My life may appear melancholy, but traveling through this world, I've entrusted myself to heaven. In my sack, 3 quarts of rice. By the hearth, a bundle of firewood. If someone asks what is the mark of enlightenment or illusion, I cannot say. Wealth and honor are nothing but dust. And as the evening rain falls, I sit in my hermitage and stretch out both feet in answer. Just sit down, just to be. The fact is that once you start spiritual practice, you can't go back. Unfortunately, it's too late. I mean, what are you going to do? Start cultivating more greed and hatred and delusion? You really don't want to do it. So it's happening. You might as well get with the program. Let's sit for a moment. And a question for you to reflect on as you sit. If you were true to your highest understanding, true to your heart's deepest values, what would that ask of you at this time in your life? If you let yourself look clearly, you can let yourself know. And if you were to be truly free in some difficult area in your life, what would be asked of you to truly free yourself? You can know that as well. Whatever you see in these reflections, make sure to receive them with a heart of compassion and kindness.